Hi everyone, this is Denise from Refresh Her, and I just have a question for you today as we end out our week of posts here on my blog. And that is, do you know or are you a pastor's wife? Now, I asked that question because I want to tell you about something that's really special that's coming up in this next fall in the month of September, and that is a retreat for pastors' wives at a ministry that is near where I live. I live in East Tennessee, and the ministry is up about 45 minutes from here on Roan Mountain. The ministry that hosts the Pastor's Wives Retreat is called Fair Haven Ministries. I'm going to make a link to it here on this post, but I want to tell you a little bit about it and why it's so dear to my own heart. Obviously, as a pastor's wife, I know what it's like to be really, really busy and also to have some particular needs that maybe other people don't really understand or know about. I have the blessing of going to other kinds of retreats, and they are always encouraging. But you know that it's really special when you go to a place that ministers to the particular needs that you have. And there were several years ago, one of the ladies at Fairhaven had a burden for pastors' wives. And this ministry on Roan Mountain really is designated to people that need to come apart and be refreshed. The theme verse for the ministry is in Mark chapter 6. And I want to start reading the verse before their theme verse. I want to start in verse 30. It says, "And the apostles gathered themselves together unto Jesus and told him all the things both that they had done and what they had taught. And he said unto them, Come yourselves apart into a desert place and rest a while. For there are many coming and going, and they had no leisure so much as to eat." Probably most women know what it's like to be so busy that you almost have no time to eat, right? But as a pastor's wife, life can be extremely busy because you have so many other people that you are ministering to at all times of the day and night. And Fairhaven wanted to be able to minister to people who are in ministry that just need a place to be able to rest. And so several years ago, this Pastor's Wives Retreat began, and I've been able to participate in it several times now. And it is just a blessing to be able to gather together in a relatively small group of women and just discuss the things that are burdening your heart, to pray together, and then also be encouraged by God's Word in the specific areas that pastors' wives deal with. Now, the retreat this year is September the 15th through the 17th. That's a Thursday, and it starts at supper time on Thursday, and it ends after lunch on Saturday. During those 3 days together, we will have 4 teaching times, and then on Saturday afternoon, there will be most of the afternoon to just be able to go away and do exactly what this passage says, and that is just to have some time alone to be refreshed between you and the Lord. Now, I'm making this plug for Fairhaven because I just feel like the word just isn't getting out enough. If you know a pastor's wife or you are a pastor's wife, I just want to encourage you to make an effort to come, or if it's your pastor's wife that you could encourage, to send her, to provide financially. And it's really not an expensive retreat at all. And you'll find the information on the link that I'm going to give to you. But it is just such a blessing. And I just want to encourage you to mark out that time on your calendar and come and join us. Fairhaven is a beautiful place. The chalets and the cottages that they have reserved for the ladies are just really, really nice. It's so conducive to quiet and to rest. I know your heart will be encouraged. So would you just encourage somebody else, a pastor's wife, ministry wife, to come and join us for this weekend? I am going to be speaking at this retreat, and that is not why I'm sharing this encouragement today, but just because I know what it's like to be a pastor's wife and need the fellowship and the teaching that will spur me on and keep me going in ministry life. It's really easy to be kind of a lone ranger sometime in ministry, and we need one another. So I'm just asking you, would you spread the word with me and encourage other pastors' wives to contact Fairhaven Ministries and get a reservation and mark out your place now? so that you can be refreshed and even have some time for good fellowship, some really good food, but most importantly, that you'll be refreshed spiritually and ready to go back into your ministry to serve the Lord again faithfully. Thank you for your support in this. I pray that we'll just find some new friends and just have a wonderful, sweet time together that weekend. I hope you have a great weekend and that you're refreshed as you go to church this Sunday and fellowship with other believers. Thanks for stopping by today.